my whole life and what my days look like is going to change drastically. Our budget, as is how we've been spending money, we could just have bigger emergencies now. Hi friend, welcome to this video. If you've been watching me for a little while, you might know that I applied to grad school and I had an interview for it a few weeks ago and I was accepted into the program. So I am officially going to be getting a master's degree in counseling psychology and become a therapist. It feels so good to say that this thing is real and it's happening. That means my whole life and what my days look like is going to change drastically. So right now I work an 8 to 5 corporate job as a software tester. My title is quality assurance analyst, but once I'm in school, I'm going to be switching to a part-time job. Everything's going to change, basically. I need to do some kind of financial planning, look at our lifestyle, what things are going to need to change and adjust in order to make this work. And that's what this video is. We're gonna look through our current budget and finances, and I'm gonna make a spreadsheet to figure out what is the minimum amount of money I need to make and the maximum amount of money I need to make in order for us to pay all of our bills and whatnot. We just bought a house, so I do have a mortgage to pay for and lots of other things, but we'll get into it. First, I wanted to give a quick overview of the program I am doing. So it is a 3-year master's program starting in fall 2022. The fall and spring semesters for the first 2 years are 9 hours. 6 hours is full-time as a grad student, so they're 9 hours, so that's 3 classes. The summers are 6 hours, so 2 classes in the summers. Your 3rd year is when you're doing your practicum, and the fall and spring semester, you do 6 hours, both of those semesters. It is a really big time commitment, and they made sure to tell us about that in the interview process, because starting in your 2nd year, you actually do work with clients, you see people, and you have supervision hours, and then practicum is almost like a full-time job, so it is a really big time commitment. Since my husband Jackson also works full-time and enjoys his work, has a good salary, I am so thankful that I'm not gonna have to work full-time, at least as far as I know. I'm not gonna have to work full-time while going to school. That's kind of how my schedule is gonna need to adjust. Actually, sooner rather than later. I do have 3 prerequisite classes I need to take because my undergraduate degree is English education, not psychology. So I have 3 classes that I need to take within the first year. Hoping to take 2 of those classes this summer and then that 3rd one in the fall. Like I said, we got some finances to adjust. I'm gonna show you guys my screen and just talk as I go through this because I am sure a lot of people have been in this position where you're switching from a full-time job, you're going back to school, you're having to make these lifestyle changes. And I know, at least for my sanity, I just need to see it like spelled out exactly how much money I need to make sure we are in a good place. Like I don't want to put any financial stress on us that I don't need to. I've been using our budget really consistently this year, and I'm really glad because I have a good idea of how much we're spending everywhere. Although with purchasing this house, a lot of our expenses are changing right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the maximum column first, and that's gonna be our budget as is how we've been spending money with both of us making a full-time income. Our mortgage is $1,200, which might sound super cheap. I don't know, the market's kind of crazy, so I don't know what people's perception of mortgage is right now. We do live in Oklahoma, which has a really low cost of living. Water, I'm not exactly sure how much that's gonna be here. I'm just gonna guess 50 for that. Electric, I'm gonna guess 100. And gas, I'm gonna guess 100. Those I don't know for sure, but that's just my best guess. Our internet is about 90. Our phones, we use Google Fi, so we could potentially pay less than 135 if we don't use too much data, but 135 is the max. Our life insurance is $60, and our car insurance, we pay $200 every month. Subscriptions, Adobe Cloud at $29.99. Spotify, we both have that. That one will be going down because I can get student Spotify again. Netflix right now, $17.99, and our gym right now is $60 for both of us. I'm gonna pull up my budget. I use every dollar, by the way. So automobile gas, $150, groceries, $700. Which is a lot, I am aware. We spend a lot on groceries. Restaurants, usually close to $150. Entertainment, spending money, $200. Wedding is my sister-in-law's wedding, we're already married, but we're both in their wedding, so groomsmen outfit, bridesmaid dress, that kind of thing. Home improvement, that's a big one, and Christmas budget. Actually, it's 50. Okay, so our maximum grand total comes to $3,712.96. Oh, and I also do know Jackson's take home. It's gonna be $2,800. That's his monthly take home income right now. So, like I said, I'm planning on making adjustments because the difference here would be 6. Okay, so that's really not much already. But I will say this list of expenses is not including things like just buffer money and emergency fund. We do have an emergency fund, but I'd like to increase that because now that we own our home, something major could break and then we would need to replace it. We could just have bigger emergencies now. So I really don't want us to like budget to the penny with no wiggle room and then our air conditioner break, because that's like $10,000 to fix. Oh, I forgot. We will also start paying on Jackson's student loans in August. I think it's like $150 a month. We'll add that in later. Okay, now I'm gonna go through the minimum. A lot of the living expenses will stay exactly the same. Then we'll start cutting things. Okay, all that's exactly the same. Adobe Cloud, yes. We get so much value out of that. Spotify, I believe the student one is $4.99 or something like that. So this could go down to $14.98. Netflix. I think we're actually gonna cancel Netflix. We have Hulu for free. We have HBO through my brother. So I don't think we need Netflix anymore. Gym. So right now we use Gold's Gym and I really like it, but there is a 10 gym even closer and it's $10 a month. There is a $50 yearly fee, but if you split that out, it's like $5 per month. Basically like $15 instead of $30. That's what we're gonna do there. Save us 30 bucks. I'm gonna leave this at $150. Right now, we don't hit that, but we're both working from home right now. Once I'm driving to school and whatever job I have, that's gonna be more expensive. Groceries. I know we should be able to cut this down. I don't know, I include anything I buy at the grocery store as groceries, even if it's like toilet paper or toothbrush, like toiletries. But I think we could get to $5.50 if we were more picky. Restaurants. So I don't want to cut this out entirely, but I think we could cut this in half. And same for entertainment. I'm just gonna cut that in half. I still think it's really important to go out and do fun things whenever you're doing something like grad school or working full time, just anytime, you know? You gotta be able to enjoy your life too. But we could definitely cut that down, make that more like a once a month kind of thing. And then spending money. Jackson, are you willing to have less spending money or no? Okay. I'm gonna keep it at 100 each. Okay, our spending money is gonna stay the same. Yeah, and that's just like money that we can spend on anything without talking to the other person, obviously. Home improvement, honestly, I wanna keep that there because that's like a fund I want to build up in case emergencies happen. And Christmas, I think that's fine. Okay, $3,484.97. The difference there, $684.97. Okay, I need to be bringing home between $700 and $900 per month. So if I want to work, let's just say 20 hours a week, how much are taxes? That one comes out to $11.25 per hour, roughly, considering taxes. That is not bad. Okay, and that one's $8.56 per hour considering taxes. A lot better than I thought it would be. Now this is kind of like a bare bones budget. Like I said, like this doesn't include putting any other money into savings or investing, which I definitely would like to do. But this is just kind of bare minimum. How much do we need to survive? And then if I can make more than that, that's awesome and we can keep investing and saving for things. Okay, so I think our main lifestyle changes are going to be no more Netflix, using a different gym, cutting back on groceries, which is just gonna be about planning and eating what we have. Like there's definitely stuff in our pantry that we haven't eaten that we've had for quite a while, like kind of being more intentional about that. Less restaurants, but I feel pretty good about that. That still allows us to save up for things like Christmas and have money for gifts for people. So it's one thing to decide you want to do some kind of career change or life change and start taking the steps towards it. And then like when you're in the waiting period, you're just thinking about it, you're excited, you're like, oh yeah, okay, this change is coming up, this is gonna be great. But then once it actually starts happening, you get some doubts and it can be a little bit scary. My job right now is a very good job. It's very comfortable, good salary. I could move up. It's a good company. Like, I work from home. There's lots of perks, lots of good things. I like the people I work with. Some days I'm like, am I crazy to give all this up? None of us make it out of life alive. So I think it's worth it to live a life in pursuit of whatever the things are that light you up and give you purpose and meaning. When I think about being a therapist, it really excites me in a way that no other career has. Like, I could see myself 20 years from now still being so invested in just growing and learning and all the different avenues I could take it. And it's a field that I really could pour myself into. Every other job I've had, I've held back because I didn't want to give too much of myself to it. I don't feel that at all with psychology. At least, yeah, I mean, I'm just getting started. I would rather have to work hard and make some sacrifices and feel more purpose in it in the end than just choose to be comfortable all the time. There is also the fear with owning our own house and this big life change we just made and this huge decision. Now we're the ones responsible. Like I said, if the air conditioner goes out, we have to replace it. If something floods, it's up to us. Like, that's pretty scary because it could just be a really big unexpected bill. Again, I don't want to choose comfort over fulfillment. And then also, like, a much smaller one, but still something on my mind, is YouTube. I didn't include my YouTube money at all in our budget because I don't want to depend on it, because it's not a lot. I just have some AdSense money that comes in every month, but I don't want to depend on that because it could, like, you know, be gone at any point in time. And my most popular videos are all about software testing. It's all the ones that have the QA in the title. Those are the ones that more people are searching for. There's just like a gap in the market. So if you work as a software tester, or if you're in QA and you like YouTube, I would definitely recommend starting a channel because people want to see it. Like I said, there's like a gap in the market or something. Almost all of my AdSense money comes from specifically QA videos. And once I'm not working as QA anymore, I'm not going to make any more QA videos. So I have a little bit of a fear that, like, once I switch over to, it's going to be like grad school content and people aren't going to be interested in that. But overall, I am really excited. I like learning and I like the school atmosphere, so I'm really excited for that. I am nervous. The summer classes that I'm hoping to take, one of them is advanced statistics, and I've never taken a statistics class. I think it's probably going to be a bit of a wake-up call when I start these summer classes. I'm up for the challenge. Anyway, that is the video. That is how we're going to make some little lifestyle tweaks. That's how I made myself feel better about the fact that I'm quitting a really good paying job and going back to school. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.